everybody. How are you? It's good to see you, Oregon Valley girl. It's so good to see you. I look like I have no chin. Let's fix that. Hold on a second. Let me get going. So what's going on today, guys? I hear that Declared Dave is downtown right now in Portland, which is so cool. I'm going to send you guys all away from me. I'm not going to do that. What's new with you, Oregon Valley girl? I got to look this up. Hi, y'all. He is. He's downtown live in Portland. That's so cool. Hi, Susan. I can't send a message because he's got subscribers only mode on. Summer plans getting ready. Oh, that reminds me. Chica, hola, ¿cómo está? Mad that there's so many great streams you can't watch them all. Yeah, I wouldn't have gone live right now if I'd realized Declared Dave was live. They've apparently, I am feeling a little bit better, Susan. Thank you. I figured out, I think what happened is, I think I overdid it yesterday. Bueno. Bueno, chica. My son was over and we had hamburgers on the grill and I was doing a lot of work in the kitchen. And I think I overdid it. So I think that's why my body was hurting so much this morning. And I didn't miss Sunrise Dawn. It's always a pleasure to see you. So I think that's why I didn't sleep well and felt terrible this morning. I gave it a few hours. You can't get grilled burgers in Cuba, chica? They were real. I'm going to make you miss some more. They were really good burgers. I am not always a burger person, but these were Morton steak burgers from Costco. Morton's Steakhouse frozen burgers. Who would have thunk it? But they were really good. It was a really good burger. Really good sweet onions, raw onions. We didn't have any bacon. We forgot to make bacon and then the burgers were done. So we're not going to make bacon then. Now I can chat on his stream. Hold on. Let me say hi to Dave. You're not contributing much except writing and racking up watch hours for our Portland people. Chica. I'm going to make it worse. They have at Costco, although you probably can get real churros, chica. They have at Costco these little churro donuts. Donut churro bites. Churro donut bites. I don't know what they're calling them, but they are about that big. And they're like donut bites covered in cinnamon sugar. Hold on. It's so cool that Declared Dave is here. Speaking of which, guys, I'm less than 250 hours away from my watch hours. Oh, good, Oregon Valley girl. I hoped that's what that would. I really hoped that that's what would accomplish, to put some faces to the names of people, and to kind of give us some idea who people are. Your husband has a friend whose wife makes them and he sells them on the street, fresh probably. You can't even get a fresh churro in America anymore. They are always frozen, and they are not any good frozen. Frozen churros is not a good thing. I'd rather have frozen pretzels and cover those in cinnamon sugar than a frozen churro. That's a good idea. I've got some frozen pretzels. So, I hope you all noticed my thumbnail is a picture of a ducky. I went to the rhododendron garden yesterday with my client, and it was gorgeous. It was so pretty, y'all. Pretzels go with cheese? Oh no, some nice pretzels rolled in butter and then rolled in cinnamon, dipped in butter, and then, well, maybe if I gave them a quick fry, but you know how it is frying things in the States. I never have the oil to fry things. I never keep oil handy. I mean, it could work, but that's probably what the restaurants do, and they still come out just kind of So I want them from scratch. I really want them from scratch. Hi, Nicole. How are you? It's a pleasure. I don't think I've seen you around before. Where are you coming in from? Welcome to the corner table. Pretzels and mustard. Yes, I like very salty pretzels with some stone ground mustard. I do. But I also like them sweet. Either way. I mean, it's like soft dough with cinnamon sugar. They're like better than an elephant ear. So I went to the rhododendron garden. Oh, you're normally sleeping. So you're a dirty stay up. What did I call it? It is the corner joint. What did I call it, Kat? It is the corner joint, Kat. What'd I call it? Yeah, I'm not the corner table. The corner joint. It's the corner joint. You guys, I wish you could see these pictures that I got. They're just, look at that. Can you guys see that? Aren't they lovely? Nicole is one of us dirty stay-ups. See, look at that. How do I make it go again? They stop moving by the time I get them to you. They had this beautiful rhodie that reminded me a lot of hibiscus cubana chica because of, can you see it? There we go. Doesn't want to focus. Because of the pink in the petals. Let's make it straight on. It's so pretty. There's a better picture of that blossom. That pink was just on the edges of the blossom, and when it here, this one. Look at that purple in that azalea. Is that not gorgeous? That's my favorite color of azalea. And we got some ducky butts. In the Northwest, yes, we do. We do. And there were whole parts of the garden that we didn't get to see because they had weddings going on. So don't you love ducky butts? I love the ducky butts too. Let's see if I got more ducky butts. You can't see them. Okay, so this is a video of ducky butts. Here we go. Hi, Jen. You were amazing today. You were amazing today, Jen. I was so proud to be your friend. You did such a great job. Jen was down at the Las Vegas org today, y'all, and she didn't kick anybody's butt. She was incredibly kind and responsive and gentle. It was just amazing to behold. Woman after my own heart. There, you can see better the pink on those blossoms until they bloom. It's like when they're blossomed, they're pink, but when they bloom, they're white. Yeah, didn't she, Dawn? She just did amazing. Susan, do you remember what that's called? Do you know? Sorry, guys, turn the phone off. Do you remember what this is called? Do you know what that's called? I had it in my head yesterday and I can't remember now. They're small. They're really small. I don't have anything to give you scale, but one of those blossoms is like the size of my hand. I didn't get any trumpet swans. I got some wild strawberries they had for ground cover. Check that out. Isn't that lovely? There's another one. I think you have an unlimited supply. And I had never seen this, guys. A double petaled azalea. Sunrise, you have an unlimited number of cats to annoy. I'm sure it will, Jen. I'm sure it will. That was really, really hard. That was really, really hard. I understand when I watch kids walk into the. And this one was lovely. It was like coleus, Susan. They were like coleus with flowers. Does coleus flower and grow like that? I've never seen coleus flower. I'll have to ask my mom. My mom might know. So there were wild strawberries and double-petaled azaleas and a feather floating on the water that you guys can't see very well. Yeah, I've never seen a coleus with flowers either, but those leaves, the leaves remind me of coleus. Do you see? There, that's a little better view. So that is, have you guys seen these? Look at that. Look at that. They're just so pretty. How do you mean, Oregon Valley girl? Look at that lovely yellow one. Ducky, 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 baby ducky. Can you guys see the baby ducky? Baby ducky. Right there. Right there. In the middle of my pot leaf. Baby ducky. And I won't talk anymore about the meal last night. And then it was late and I was tired. Your brother gets Canada geese in his yard. Yeah, I don't think these were mostly Canada geese. They were mostly actual ducks. He stopped and read every single sign you had posted. Oregon Valley girl, talk to Lisa Love. Lisa Love in action. Susan, do you know Lisa's page? Let me look and see if I can find it. Hosta. It could be. It's a little. It could be a hosta. It could be a hosta. I don't know what you mean by that, Oregon Valley girl. I don't know what you mean by that. I'm sorry. I may be being extra. Sorry, I can't find Lisa's channel, Oregon Valley girl. I will look for it and email it to you. Yeah. The other thing I did yesterday is I had that meeting with my professor. And boy, I haven't talked to you guys really and truly in like 3 days. Yeah, I can't find it, Sunrise John. She said she was changing the name from Lisa Loves Advocacy to Lisa Love in Action, which I think is a really great name, but I couldn't find either of them really easily. I haven't talked to you guys in like 3 days, actually, because Wednesday was the last time we talked, because Thursday were the interviews, and Friday I wasn't here. So this is our first chat in a few days. So Thursday, during my interview with Fluffer, the first psychiatrist's office, the awful psychiatrist's office, called, and I had to tell them I would call them right back, and I haven't called them yet because I'm pretty sure after the intake on Wednesday, I'm pretty sure I'm going to go with the second office. They seem much more concerned and focused on my care. So I'm not sure if I'm going to even bother calling the first office back. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm curious. Which is vital, Chica, that they're keyed in on my needs. Yeah, I agree. That's vital. It's an important thing to have. And I was telling my son yesterday, the first intake with the first office felt very wham bam, thank you, ma'am. It felt hard and fast and put away wet. Like, that's how it felt. Whereas the second one felt thorough. They were kind. I didn't even have anxiety come up that I needed to discuss with them. So it became clear that the intake, that other intake, had created anxiety within me. So yeah, I think I'm going to go with the second one, and hopefully they will give me a call Monday or Tuesday. Okay, Oregon Valley girl, I will forward contact information to the appropriate people. Thank you. So, and I met with my teacher yesterday, and I asked her about the greetings I reviewed the footage from Pearl Fest, and I asked about the greetings that the greetings assignment, if I could use the greetings in the footage as reality television like the assignment said, and they said yes, I could. So, and then they asked if I'd gotten any farther along with what did I want to do about Scientology, and I mentioned that it was a Scientology protest, and she went, okay, great, fine. and told me that if I want, I don't have to turn in the paper on, if my first paper is just going, if my second paper is just going to be an extension of the first paper, then she is willing to let me turn in just one complete paper at the end of the quarter, which is kind of scary, y'all. Which is kind of scary. Kind of scary to think about. I am Thanks, Nicole. Yeah, I'm actually, it means I don't have to agonize over something I've got to turn in Wednesday. Um okay, Susan, thank you. I will email Lisa and Oregon Valley Girl and get them connected. I've got that information in my email easily enough. Right. Write the first and then start editing and adding. Right. Exactly, Chica. And I could not figure out what I could do the analysis on. I'm not sure what their site says, Oregon Valley Girl, but I'm definitely unhappy with them. I'm definitely unhappy. I am pretty close to writing a bad review on Yelp. Um, we will see. I will call them back. Oregon Valley Girl, the first psych, and see what they have to say for themselves and explain. Um, but I'm really glad I called the second place. I'm being glad that I advocated for myself this week has sort of shifted something in my thinking, y'all. I am I am starting to maybe believe the press a little bit. I know one is not supposed to believe their press ever, but you have to understand, been believing my press, and my press is terrible. Terrible. My press about myself sucks. Sucks. And I had somebody really important to me this week tell me that I had fallen down and forgotten that I needed to get up. And that I needed to start getting up. And it was the best sort of analogy for me and my situation specifically. It was just an excellent analogy. I've fallen down and I forgot that I could get up. I have been so down on myself for so long that having you guys cheer me on, having the feedback that you think I did such a great job with Fluffer, having you say the things that you've said and getting the good grades and taking the time to invest in myself. I think that all of those things are Oh, Nicole, now I'm going to have to remember what I said. I've fallen, and I've fallen down and forgotten how to get up, forgotten that I could get up. It's not even forgotten how to get up, it's forgotten that I could get up. Um, and it wasn't said with malice by the person who said it to me. It was just an observation and a statement. And it really resonated for me. In my situation, I can envision an infinite number of situations in which it would not resonate. So I am not suggesting, yes, Chica, I am not suggesting in any way, shape, or form that if this doesn't resonate for you, it applies to you. Um, I grew up Unitarian and religiously, yeah, I figured what you meant, Chica. Religiously, Unitarians believe that one of the things that you have to do, one of the things that Unitarian religious education is geared toward, is teaching you enough about what all other religions believe so that you come up with your own set of beliefs. So it's an almost a pick your own religion sort of religion. If it resonates for you, then listen to that. And if it doesn't resonate for you, don't listen to that. Yes, Kat, I think that's part of it too. It's harder to get back up. And I think part of what happened to me is I was knocked down early and I didn't really know how to get up. The kidnapping didn't even, I think I was knocked down really early and didn't realize that there was a whole world I was missing. Good grief, woman, you have kids, a job, you go to school, you do protesting, and you do all that from a wheelchair. I don't do all of it from a wheelchair, but I do a bunch of it from a wheelchair, sunrise, dawn, and I am doing a lot more than I used to. For a long time I was doing nothing. Hi, MLH. Thank you for that. I was just talking, I don't know how long you've been listening, about how I am learning slowly to start believing my press. Not my press, but start believing. No, it wasn't a hydrangea. They're much, damn it, they're much smaller than hydrangeas. Each bloom, that full bloom I showed you, they're the size of about my thumb. They're like the size of your thumb. How's it going, Mexican long hair? You've been busy, 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 I hear. Whereas these roadies are like the size of my hand. Let me find them. Where are they? Always busy. You see the flowers are covered with them. But those that set of blossoms is the size of my thumb. So I was talking MLH about how everybody always says not to believe your press, but I think it's a good idea for me to start believing the press y'all give me. Paraditology, how you doing? It's good to see you. Let's do a quick cocktail now of carry on. Like Dawn said, school that you're acing, kids, house, husband, and that whole circus, protesting, streaming to us as a minority woman. Thank you. Thank you. It's not that I don't feel I'm doing enough. Maybe it's partially that I don't feel that I'm doing enough. My youngest asked if I could take her to a party this afternoon. And at the time when she asked, I was thinking about protesting this morning. And I also had the paper that was due on Wednesday. And so she had said she could get a ride if need be. And so I said, well, if you can get a ride, that would be lovely. But then she got upset with me because I was putting protesting over her. That's what she heard. So I guess I'm feeling a little extra mom guilt. But still, I guess what I'm trying to say, guys, is I'm starting to believe what you're telling me. I'm not trying to push back on that. I'm starting to believe that. I mean, you guys even like the study streams. Go figure. I can't figure that out. I love that you love them. I love that you love them. I am happy that you guys keep coming. And I am not going anywhere. And this has been one of the most therapeutic things I've ever done for myself. I really can't wait until I get back to my treatments. I know you do, Sunrise Dawn. And I'm happy to give a place for that to happen. Nicole, good night. Get some sleep. Get some sleep. Have a nice Sunday. I'd love to have you catch a live again soon, Nicole. We'll see you on the replay though. Hello, Mama. How are you? And look, I said it right. Mama, we were just sort of talking about how therapeutic. Did I say Mama right that time? I'm saying a lot of things wrong. I said corner table instead of corner joint earlier, y'all. Welcome to the corner joint. It's corner joint. Okay, good. I said it right. How therapeutic having a channel can be. At least it's been therapeutic for me. I had such a nice time with you on Thursday. I really appreciate you having me. It was quite a lot of fun. We should do it again. I have thought, Mama, that next time there is a drama that roils the community, you and me and Susie should get together and do a live. That would be a lot of fun. Not that I'm hoping for another drama. Good. I'm glad you had a nice time too. We will do it again soon. Not that I'm hoping or expecting for another drama to roil the community. I'm just a realist sometimes. There's an idealist, I have an idealist heart, but my realist head gets the better of me sometimes. When it comes to this sort of thing. MLH, that's so sweet of you. And everybody, please, MLH is having, are you doing karaoke or jukebox MLH tonight? MLH is having a live tonight, y'all, and it is so much fun. You should go over and take a watch. I think it's, what time did you say it's at, MLH? I'm looking. I bet you I'm going to find it. 90s night. Request a song. Hope to see you all. 7 o'clock Eastern. So in 2 hours, y'all, go over to MLH's channel. He is a lot of fun at the DJ at the club tonight. Y'all can hit the club after hitting the corner joint. Can all be crossfaded. One of these days it would be nice to have clubs that one could get high at. That would be a lot of fun. I think it'll be a blast, MLH. I think it'll be a blast. So, Declare Dave Loves Suppressive Sherry is in Portland, and he was downtown this afternoon. I'm not sure if he's still there. He came down this afternoon after Rika, and don't forget to give Mama a subscribe too. That is absolutely true. If you have not subscribed to Mama, she and I did an interview this last Thursday, day before yesterday, right? Yeah, that's the way that works. The day before yesterday, Mama and I did an interview, and you should head over there and give her a subscribe, as Nora would say, and add that interview to your watch later list. Mama needs, nope, not verbena. It's a big bush of them. Dang it. Mama, do you know this flower? Are you a gardener? It's more often in the white, like this, and each of those blossoms is about the size of my thumb. So it's not hydrangea. I cannot, for the life of me, remember the name of this bush. And they were everywhere when I grew up in Minnesota. Oh, also Paraditology. Thank you, Sunrise Dawn. Thank you. I don't think it's verbena. Turn out. There we go into the corner joint. There we go, Oregon Valley girl. Nope, not gardenia. Those are bigger. It's gonna make me crazy, y'all. It is handy when they drop the links, isn't it? I really appreciate it too when the mods drop the links. It makes everything much, much easier. Let me find this. Let's see if my mom texts me back, y'all. Let's see if my mom texts me back. She may take a while. It is supposed to be cool here all next week. So I may go down and protest Monday before class. And tomorrow morning, I think, is my plan right now. And I might do a study stream late tomorrow afternoon. Might do a study stream late tomorrow afternoon. Because I've got to read the chapters. For next week. So do you guys want to hear what's coming up for next week? Let's take a look at the syllabus. Because we haven't done that for a while. Oh my goodness, Chica. I will hope the salt water helps her skin problems too. Okay, where be the syllabus? What's the date? The 20th. Ooh. For Monday, maybe we'll have a study stream tomorrow afternoon. For Monday, we have to do a chapter on, bye MLH, thanks for stopping by. Chica, I'm so sorry. That's got to be just so difficult. So we're doing a section on language variation and creaky voice and gender. Creaky voice and gender. And so I will have to print that out. But that should be really interesting. Daisy bush, Fatina, Abelia. Maybe to all of them. Maybe I don't know, Susan. My mom will certainly get back to me before my next live. She'll get back to me at some point tonight. Did you ever find the purple flowers, Susan? We are not the most exciting around here sometimes, guys. I need to work better at finding subjects that I can get animated about. I have looked at yeah, I'm sorry, Susan. I'm sorry to put you on the spot. Hey, Mary, how you doing? It is good to see you. It's a pleasure to see you. Mary, you might have some input on this. Your aunt might know that women can grow just about anything. They're big bushes. They can grow as big as lilacs, if I remember correctly from when I was a kid. That's why I thought Mama might know. Paulo, hola. It's good to see you as always. Juan Florera. Juan Florera. Juan Florera. Wandflower? I love lilacs too, Mama. There was oh shit, I gotta get out and water the good lilacs. Oh, it's not too hot though. It'll be okay. Wandflower doesn't look quite right. Maybe your favorite are roses. We have a beautiful rose garden in Portland. Mary, did you know about that? I'm gonna highlight this one because I want to talk about it. So I'll talk about it and quit looking at the others for a minute. Lilacs, Mama. There is a National Historic Monument that is a lilac garden that is just about an hour north of us. And so my husband and I went up during lilac blooming season. And I have to tell you, as somebody who came from the Midwest and loves lilacs, I remember going to sleep with the smell of lilacs in the air in the summertime. I was disappointed in the lilac garden, although we did come away with 4 lilac bushes that we're going to have to plant next weekend because it didn't happen last weekend. It may not happen until Memorial Day weekend. We will see. But I now have 5 lilac bushes, and actually I have 6 because we have one that came with the yard when we bought the house, but the poor baby is off in shade underneath the trees and never gets any sun. I don't even know what to do with her. We can't possibly relocate her. I don't know what to do. Fairy fishing rods or wand flowers? Okay, Susan, I'll look at the fairy fishing rods. Wand flowers looks familiar. Yes, Chica, isn't it wonderful? Every house we ever lived in, my mom had to have a lilac bush outside our windows. The smell is wonderful. Yes, Mama, the smell is amazing. The smell is amazing. And I grew up in St. Paul, and there is a huge parkway, boulevard, that was within walking distance of the house I grew up in, and it's lined for miles. In the center island of this boulevard is lilacs that people in lilac season you can walk through, and they're all blooming, and it's just the most amazing experience, and I really miss it. So I'm excited that we got the lilacs, but and the rhodies, I love the rhodies. They're so beautiful. They're really, really beautiful, but they don't have a scent like like the lilac does. So there's sort of disappointment. Put up a picture of the, okay, I'll put it up again. Is that long enough, Kat? The other thing I loved was honeysuckle. Lilacs are not as popular here, but they have so much more. They have rhodies, and you have rhodies in every imaginable color, purple and white and yellow and red and pink and practically blue. So many colors of rhodies. And so many perennials that you just, thank you, Paolo. So many perennials that you just can't have in a garden in Minnesota. And I've gotten away from I'm dicots. Amaryllis, interesting. Most of your neighbors are cows, and it also smells amazing. That's funny parodytology. Would I? Is it a garden, Mary? Couldn't identify exact species. So, what's everybody got planned for the weekend? I am hoping for a quiet weekend in Scientology land. I think that would be nice. I'm going to try and charge my watch while I'm talking to you guys. Must multitask. Must multitask. Oh, that would be beautiful. That sounds beautiful, Mary. Oh, you went to the Greek festival? That's so lovely. Spanakopita, dolmedes, baklava, all the wonderful things. All the wonderful things. Chica, I didn't know it was your birthday. Did you tell me? I bet you told me and I forgot. Happy, happy birthday, Chica. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chica. Happy birthday to you. She got herself stuck on her doll in her doll's bed. That's hilarious. Movie New in Town with Harry Connick Jr. Yes, that is the one you told me about, Mary. That is the one you told me about. I will watch it tonight. I will watch it tonight. Exactly. Oh, good, Chica. I'm really glad. Happy birthday. I can't do much. So, guys, I've got another surprise for our celebration when I get memberships. Red has requested also that I have my hair down. So, the day we do the celebration for getting memberships, Evie, it's so good to see you. Welcome. we will get to see Scotch, and I will take my hair down at the corner joint. Amy, hi, how you doing? For the Damascus Art Walk, Wi-Fi is spotty. I understand. How's the art walk going? That sounds lovely. You have some lives on your channel at the Greek Festival? That sounds wonderful, Mary. I will go check those out. I will go check those out. Guys, if you're not subscribed to Mary, please take a moment. You just did memberships, Mama? Mama? Dang it. Mama. You just did memberships? That is so cool. I am. Did you decide? Hair reveal. You like that idea, Susan? Did you decide on emojis? I wasn't gonna do it, Mama, but I got convinced that people really want the emojis. So I've got a wheelchair emoji, and we've got a Minnesota goodbye emoji, and we've got some other things. They're all on a list. So I am excited. I bet you did it just right, Mama. I bet you did it just right. I am a little, not quite, no, a little less than 250 hours away. You're having Mandy make you some when you decide. That is a great plan, Mama. That is a great plan. And we shared Mama's channel, right, Susan? When you do memberships, the content creator can gift 10 memberships a month for free. That is cool, Mary. The art walk's going well. Good, Amy. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Oh, Mama, thank you. That's so sweet of you. I am so close. I think it'll be less than a month for sure. It's just, when does the YouTube official numbers catch up with the unofficial numbers is the problem. Of whether it'll take, it's just not clear. 2 to 4 weeks I'm expecting. I really don't expect more than 25 watch hours per live. That's about what I get. Maybe 30. So that puts me at 10 days, more or less. Plus, waiting for the YouTube algorithms to catch up is another 5 days. So it's at least 2 weeks. Sunrise Dawn, you are so sweet. Mary, how are you coming? How are you coming for subs and watch hours? Sunrise Dawn, my laptop, I tried to go live from my laptop, and my laptop died. It completely died on me. I mean, not the battery died. I mean, it crashed. That's the word I'm looking for. It crashed. Thank you for running my playlist, Mary. So I was trying to do it on my computer, on my laptop, so that I could show things on one screen while talking to you on another. You know how Natalie shows the live streams or Erin shows documents. I wanted to be able to do that, but I can't do that on my iPad. There is no functionality to share the screen with anything on my iPad. I have to be in this specific Safari window the whole time. And if I navigate anywhere outside of this Safari window, you guys will just end up seeing black. You have 585 subscribers and you've got 874 watch hours. That's an excellent start, Mary. You only need 3,000, so you're almost a third of the way. That is an excellent start. Sunrise Dawn says, I can't get mine signed into the right YouTube account and I can't remember my password. And I have 2 YouTube accounts linked to my email. It keeps resetting the password on the old one, not this one. Google can get funky sometimes. YouTube too. I get really tired of having to deal with multiple accounts, and I'd prefer they just recognize that people need to have different accounts. So you have one login and then there's what accounts you have. Am I putting a giveaway video on Monday or Tuesday through June? I'm not sure I understand, Mary. Are you putting a giveaway video on Monday or Tuesday through June 18th? June 18th is your birthday and we're going to party. Well, happy birthday, but I'm not Mary, I think I'm missing something. Sunrise Dawn, there is no customer service number for YouTube or Google. The customer service is that they don't do customer service, in my experience at least. I have never found any sort of customer service that has helped me with anything on Google or YouTube. So absolutely go watch Mary's playlist. Go give her watch hours. Just keep plugging away, Mary. I find that with the number of subscribers I have, I get 10 to 30 watch hours. So figure 20 watch hours from every live I do. So, and anything above that is bonus. Thank you, Mama. Anytime I get anything above 20 hours, that's a bonus. And I just figure every five lives is another 100 watch hours. And that is how I've gotten there, slowly but surely. It also helps, Mary, it helps to, I don't know if you do this, to make clips of some things and you can play the short clips. Now, of course, I don't make clips of these sorts of lives, but I do make clips from the stuff that I get when I go downtown. When I go down and protest, I'll make clips of that and then I put those, and those get a lot of views. those get more views than the long protest videos or the live streams. Just a second. That is child number 4. Yeah, Mama looks to be an excellent quilt maker. She said she just started when I talked to her, but your work is so excellent, Mama. Fourth child still texting me. Fourth child who got upset for me for not taking them to the party. But then when I didn't feel well this morning, bless their heart, they got themselves a ride to the party because they didn't want me to take them if I was feeling poorly, which was really very sweet. Mama, that's a really great idea to make a quilt for a members only giveaway. That's a lovely idea. I haven't thought about a members only giveaway. It is going to be beautiful, Susan. It is going to be beautiful. Okay, exhausted one subject. Fluffer, what are you doing up so very late? I hope you're okay. It's quite late there, isn't it? Not that it's not good to see you. We're just hanging out. I was telling everybody that one of the things that I am learning to do is to start believing my press. Y'all have had a good doing the rounds of thumbs up before bed. Did you see Declared Dave Loves Suppressive Sherry was back downtown in Portland just about an hour ago, and they had already washed off all of Rika's chalk tack. I don't know if they got him. I don't know if Declared Dave got Scientology to pull the shades again or not. Did you see if he got them to pull the shades, Fluffer? Fluffer has had a busy day. Didn't you start the day with a stream with Tilty Bird this morning? Gave him a thumbs up and saved to the Portland playlist. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, I need to go back and watch that. If I had realized he was live when I went, I wouldn't have gone live when I did. Already here. Whoops. I don't know what that was, guys. Did you see that? That sure was a flicker in the matrix. I'm really excited about this research paper. So I think this is a thread I dropped earlier. I've looked at Liz Ferris's stream from, let's see, it's in my notes. I looked at Liz Ferris's stream for Pearl Fest, and I looked at Pearl Snappy's stream for Pearl Fest. And what I looked at was the greetings between the streamers as the streamers showed up. So when Liz greeted Feral Cheryl, or when Lara greeted Feral Cheryl, or when they greeted the police. So those are the greetings that I'm going to look at and analyze. And I have to do that through an ethnographic lens. So I have to bring my knowledge of the community to bear. I may need some help, y'all. We shall see how this paper goes. Now that I'm thinking about it more in detail, I'm getting more and more nervous. But I think it'll be fine. It'll be fine, right, guys? It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm just going to tell myself it'll be fine. I know how to do this. It'll be good. I have something actually I might be able to feel like I can write about. Look at that. That was a couched positive, if you ever heard one, huh? It's an improvement. It's an improvement. Oh my goodness, Kat. It always is one day or another, ain't it? I mean, it always is one way or another. Even if it's not fine, it ends up being fine, because what else can it be than fine? It's just fine. I'm encouraged by the A. I'm encouraged by my professor being excited. She was so funny. She was like, I was asking her if doing the greetings from the protest video would be okay, the protesters meeting up. And she was like, yeah, so long as it's real-time interactions and greetings, that's what she's looking for. And I said, great. And she said, she asked me if I'd gotten any farther with the Scientology angle for my secondary paper. And I was like, oh no, I wasn't clear. Scientology, this is a Scientology protest. This is a Scientology protest that I'm talking about looking at the greetings for. So, all you 12 of you who are here can be judge, jury, and executioner and tell me how good of an idea it is. I know y'all are in my fan club, so I'm probably stacking the deck unreasonably. You know what we haven't seen much of around here that other people have had to deal with? And I'm not sure why, and I hate to even breathe a word of it for fear that it will change. But nonetheless, I find it interesting. Have y'all noticed a distinct lack of certain, shall we say, issues in the chat that have beset others unfairly and inappropriately? You know, those folks that live under a bridge. We haven't had many of those ever in my chat, which probably makes the moderating job a little boring. I love me some good Lori. It's so good to hear from you. Kat, let me explain it from the beginning. One of the assignments, the next assignment that's due, well, one assignment for this class is a data collection. And what we have to do for the data collection, we have a choice for the data collection to either look at it from a conversational analysis perspective or an ethnographic perspective, which means we can analyze it from a very strict kind of numerical, does this happen? Does that happen? When does it happen? Let's look at a bunch of them and compare them. What's normal, what's not normal, that kind of thing. That would be conversation analysis. Oh, Lori, that's so great. I love to hear that. And an ethnographic perspective is telling more about the background of the people making the greeting, the context of the greeting, the meaning behind the greeting, all those kinds of things. And we're doing this because it's sociolinguistics and it's something that it's easy to collect data on is greetings. So I'm not doing the conversational analysis one, I'm doing the ethnographic one. So I'm not going to talk about what you have to do for the conversation analysis one. For the ethnographic one, I mean the second of Oregon Valley Girl. Sunrise Dawn, I was hoping you might have some advice for that little problem with the creatures who live under the bridge. With my success with Minnesota Goodbyes, it's easier for me, Kat. It's easier for me. This first one would be impossible for me to do. So you have to, for the second one, you have two choices for how to collect the data. One choice was to observe at least 5 greeting exchanges between 2 people within your own social or family circle. Or collect 6 greeting exchanges from a reality TV show that you are familiar with. So what I went and asked what I wanted to ask my professor, Kat, is if Scientology counted as reality TV. And what I realized I could do was talk about greetings. I'm going to do it talking about the greetings between Pearl Snappy and Lara and Liz Ferris and numerous other people. Jen, how are you? All the other people who were at Pearl Fest. There was in Liz Ferris's and in Pearl Snappy's video of the first day of Pearl Fest, there was several minutes of just greetings. And so I can do the analysis part of this. I can do this ethnographic analysis. Thank you, Lori, on Scientology. She said, yes, that's fine. You can do. And what I told her was, can it be reality television on YouTube? Can it be greetings of protesters? There was a protest recently it was live stream. This is a live stream of the protest, and there's greetings on film of the protesters greeting each other. And she was like, yes, positively, you can do that. And then she asked me the follow-up question, which was, had I come up with any ideas for the research thing on Scientology? And I said, actually, the protest is about Scientology. So the bigger paper is the graduate student assignment. So for the graduate student assignment, we are to come up with our own idea, or take the greetings assignment and expand it into a graduate level research paper. So I have to cite sources and find citations and blah de blah de blah de blah. I got to make an actual graduate research paper out of it. So I've got to make the actual research paper anyhow. And my idea had already been to do something with Scientology for the graduate research paper. But I didn't know how until I realized I could just do this greetings paper and expand it. And the big thing about this is for the cumulative project, one of the things I have to do for my cumulative project to graduate is take a research paper I've already done for a previous class and expand it even further. So this paper, this small little beginnings of a paper, will serve me into the, and now I'll have something to walk into the cumulative project with, knowing what I'm doing and having a plan. So I hope that helps, Kat. I hope that helps. Now I'm going to go back and find the comments. Yes, of course, the first part is what I'm doing. Yeah. Or the second part is what I'm doing. Yeah. Jen, wow, it is so good to see you. Lori, thank you. It's okay, Chica. You're welcome back whenever you come. Can it be reality TV when you can interact with chat, or would that be considered friends and family? That's a really good question, Kat. And one of the things, that is one of the questions I'm going to address when I expand the paper for my cumulative project, is I'm going to integrate the chat greetings. So then you've got the protesters greeting each other, the chatters greeting the chatters, and the protesters and the chatters greeting each other. So there's 3 different formats of greeting going on. Not to mention moderators greeting everybody. So I think I can take this little itty bitty paper and go far with it. We shall see. My chat is often set to subscribers only. Poe's chat is always on subscribers only, and it's cut way down on trolls. Oh, are you guys setting it to subscribers only, Sunrise Dawn? I didn't know you guys were doing that. Thank you, Jen. It's so good to see you. Oh, you're frogging, Mary. I'm sorry. Is it Amazon Prime Day, Jen? You have got to be kidding me. I haven't seen a thing. How could I have missed that? Is it really Amazon Prime Day? No. Is it really? I don't believe it. Thank you, Lori. Kristen, how are you? You're getting it? You're getting it? Kat? Yes, I do want subscriber only, Susan. I do want subscriber only. I just didn't realize you were doing that. Thank you. Amazon wants you to think it's a good sales day, Chica. It did, huh? Alexa, when's Amazon Prime Day?
Prime Day 2024 will take place in July, but the specific dates haven't been announced.
She says Prime Day 2024 will take place in July, but the specific dates haven't been announced. Shut up, Alexa. It's not Prime Day yet, Jen. Sorry. Sometime in July. Amazon wants you to think it's a good sales day, Chica. I'm not sure it really is a good sales day. Susan, you've been doing excellent. That is what I wanted. I don't see it when you do it, and I often don't think to do it. I can't do it from StreamYard, so I have to go in specifically to YouTube, and so I often forget. It was a good sale and you get it today. Sorry, Mama. Sorry, Mama. I'm really sorry. We're going to have the Amazon bots going off in everybody's house. I am really sorry. The heating pad was half price? Well, then I don't care if it's Prime Day. I think that sounds great. The heating pad's coming today. Shit, when you need a heating pad, you need a heating pad. Exactly. Exactly. You're driving and listening, Lori? Okay, I'll try to do better on reading the stuff. You put things into the cart once for your sister to pay for and receive for you. You hit a wrong button and ended up with 100 deodorants. Oh my goodness, Chica. That's when you get really happy that Amazon is so good with returns. Okay, Susan, thank you. Thank you, Susan. You guys go through Mama, you go through four heating pads a year? You know what? My favorite thing I got myself when we moved into this house was a heated mattress pad. Those puppies are better. It hurt more after chiropractor and PT this week. I'm sorry, Jen. I'm sorry. You gifted to everyone you could think of. You got enough deodorant for everybody. That's adorable, Chica. That's adorable. Are the heated mattress pad? I don't think it was expensive. Um I got it on Amazon. Let me look. It was between $100 and $150. And that's for a king size bed. So I guess it depends on your definition of expensive. Um, it cost as much as a heated blanket does. And I like it better than a heated blanket. A lot. I like it better than a heated blanket by a lot. And my husband and I are very different temperature wise. I am always cold and he is almost always warm. So we need to have a heated mattress pad or heated blanket with split controls, because otherwise we'd need so many covers that he would. You got 2 different ones just to see which one you like better. Excellent, Jen. I hear they're starting to crack down on those returns though, so be careful. I read an article that said that not that you're a problem returner, but they're starting to crack down on the returns policy, which worries me as well. I don't think I'm a serial returner, but I always worry about being a serial returner. Sorry, guys. Just got all of a sudden cloudy here. All of a sudden cloudy. We were barbecuing in the yard last night. Oh, Chica, are you kidding me? That's like a sitcom. Mixed up the controls. He kept turning up and you kept turning it down. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Arguing with your laptop, Sunrise Dawn? I understand that. So, what was I talking about? Oh, we were having the barbecue. And there were so many sirens. There must have been somebody having a terrible house fire. There was so many sirens. Jay is praying for the sun to come out for his solar panels to charge. Jay's still in LA, right, Jen? Are you in LA? You're in LA too, Jen? Are you with Jay? The biggest issue with this paper is going to be transcribing it. There's special close enough to LA, not with Jay. Okay. Is it cloudy in LA too? Because I bet you it's cloudy all up and down the coast. Although you all get sun more than we do, that's for damn sure. Okay. I thought so, Jen. I thought so. Close enough to LA. That makes sense now. Jen, I'll have to do an interview with you next. Did you see the interview I did with Fluffer? You went to Pasadena with your YouTube husband? You have a YouTube husband? That's adorable. That's adorable. We need to get those you California folks to come up the coast this summer. Brain Fog said she's coming to Portland. MD Media. Okay. I'll catch up, Jen. I'll catch up. You guys are adorable. Oh, thank you, Chica. I'm really, several of you have said that. YouTube husband and 6 YouTube kids. It is adorable. It is adorable. I really appreciate that feedback. It's very, very kind, and it's really reinforcing, helpful. Where is Fuzzy? I saw him in Declared Dave's stream. I saw her in Declared Dave's stream earlier, but I haven't seen her around here today. I haven't seen her around here in a couple of days. Several people have commented that I really helped Fluffer get comfortable, and so I really appreciate that feedback. It's kind of what I'm going for, and to see that it's recognized is something I'm proud of. Something I'm really proud of. Thank you guys. Oh, Mama, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. We appreciate you and everything you do and bring to everything. Similar to Confident Chris and Jessica. Got it. You've been holding J streams down in shifts? My goodness gracious. Is he streaming? So you guys see how far out of the loop I've been. I've been my head in my studies. Fluffer, I think, was one. Jen, is Jay streaming 24 hours a day? I mean, that's amazing. I know he'd gotten some great stuff from doing the late night streams, but I think it's just really cool that that's happening. Okay. Just about, though. Okay. Does the man need no sleep? How is he getting enough sleep? Gamblers. Gamblers how? Tell me. I'm curious. I'm curious. First Minnesota goodbye, yeah. He sleeps what? Oh. Okay. The mods in this community are amazing. Oh, Streamlabs games. Interesting, Jen. I will have to come by and take a look. I didn't know that's a thing you could enable. Streamlabs is just fascinating to me. I cannot figure out how to make that thing work. I need to watch some videos, I expect, is what the solution for that is. To watch some videos, and then I'll be able to figure out how Streamlabs works. The mods in this community are amazing, Chica. And I've said it before, I think the people in this community are amazing. And I think the example that Mike Brown and Lara set, that level of, that level of confront, really, that's empathetic and understanding confrontation. And it took a lot for both of them to do that. And that kind of community and people in this community have done that and set an example like that over and over and over again. And the mods are like that. The people in the community are like that. We uplift each other. It is like this really nice corner of the YouTube verse, universe, whatever you want to call it, that is a corner that I want to be a part of and that I'm pleased to be a part of. Pleased to be a part of. The entire community is amazing. Exactly. We should have a big party, Mama. I think one of the big parties, I think that was the idea Cricket had with the cruise. Um, it would be amazing if we could figure out how to have a virtual gathering. That would be really amazing. Javed is always saying, Mom and Dad, stop fighting. I woke up the first night and thought, who are all these people? Yeah, Susan. You're back, Jen. I didn't quite where'd you go? It was very painful to watch, but I set myself hard limits and know that I'm doing it just for fun, but um I can completely understand refusing to do it. And yeah, it was painful. It was painful to watch. The other ones that I've mentioned before that I can't think of right now have also been painful to watch. But people don't get to see examples of what that looks like. That sort of an example is uncommon. And that is why I think it's so important. That is why I think it's so important. Kat, that's really hard. Nobody else gets what it's all about. I understand. I understand. That's one of the things. I'm not sure how to get that across in the paper, but it sounds like it's something that it's important to get across. Apparently, people seem to love the 2 or 3 games they had. That's great, Jen. Does while they're gambling their money, Jen, is Jay making money? You had a late lunch with family? That sounds great, Jen. I need to go get myself some more of those little donut bite things that are so good. This community allows you to think in English. Wow, Chica, that's really, as an English as a second language teacher who's studied bilingualism and multilingualism, that's a really, really interesting perspective. I had a great grand aunt who lived to be 102, something like that. And she had been born in Denmark and had come to America in her 20s, and she hadn't spoken a word of English when she came to America. But by the time I remember her in her late 80s, she by the time I remember her in her late 80s, she couldn't remember any of her native language. She had forgotten all of it. She couldn't remember a thing. Your family laughs at you because you're so attached. Oh, Susan. I don't know. I know people don't understand. It'd be interesting to figure out ways to make them understand. The games are all for fun. Okay, Jen. I wasn't sure if people were actually gambling. Because if they are, then I hope that Jay's getting some of the money, is what I meant. They don't really get it. They'll find out because they all want to come and play too. Well, that's good, Oregon Valley girl. 102 what, Chica? What I'm not catching it. I hope it wasn't something I laughed. Lisa, bye. See you later, hearts. It's good to see you. See you later. So I caught up on all of that. This is our second Minnesota goodbye, y'all. This is a good time for us. And look, it worked. I said the first Minnesota goodbye, and there's more people in here. Oh, my aunt's age, 102. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Um, she married my uncle. So that my uncle was the biological tie, not my aunt. So she wasn't my tree, so to speak. But my one grandmother died at 80 and would have lived longer had it not been for the congestive heart failure. Um, and my other grandmother died. She was like 85. Stop in for a late night stream of competitive gamblers, huh? Your daughter in law gets pissed when you unthinkingly speak Spanish? Really, Chica? It's really easy to do. It's really easy to do. I think I brought you up as an example in the week we talked about bilingualism because I remember you saying that you will lapse in and out of Spanish without realizing it because you speak so much Spanglish. I was lucky. I had both of my grandmothers well into my 30s. My kids were like 8 and 10 when their grand great grandmothers passed. My eldest were. The youngest two don't remember much. Orion, you want to come see? Nope, not going to come see, huh? He's going to look outside. You have a newspaper photo of 5 generations. Oh, Susan, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It, my great grandmothers, my maternal, my mom's grandmother, my mom's mom's mom died when I was 15. See you, Sunrise Dawn. Have a great evening. So I remember hearing stories about my mom's great grandma told by my mom and my grandma and my great grandma. you were lucky. You knew both of your grandmas and grandpas, and I knew both of your that's amazing, Mama. That's just amazing. I knew all of my grandparents. None of them died until I was an adult. And I knew a few of my great grandparents. And they died when I was either a young child or when I was a teen. I didn't know any great grandfathers. And really, so I only knew the one great grandmother who died when I was a teen. The photo was your brother, your mom, your grandma, your great grandma, and your great great grandpa. So cool. That's amazing. I'm so glad they got that picture. Those are important memories to have. Wow, so many generations. I think it makes a difference. I don't know, you guys tell me. Maybe that's just very egocentric of me to say. Um, and privileged. So maybe I'm not going to say it. My great grandma taught me how to play solitaire too, Chica. My great grandma taught me how to play solitaire too. They loved my great grandmother and her sister, my great great aunt. Oh my goodness gracious. I would have never thought of calling this woman auntie. But she was an auntie. Oh my goodness. She was worse than my great grandmother, and my great grandmother was a lady. She was a lady. Or at least she tried to behave like she was one. From what I hear, she wasn't really, which is probably why she tried so hard to make sure we were. In 5 generations, your grandmother, your mom, you, your daughter, and your grandson. That's amazing, Kat. That's amazing. Your one great grandma was a bootlegger? That is so cool, Mama. That's got to make for some great stories. My great great grandmother was an indentured servant who came over from Denmark, I believe, in the 1800s. Your grandma was 4'8" with a thick I can't do it like Nora does. With a thick Scottish accent. She loved wrestling and would catch me and give you bear hugs. That sounds amazing, Lori. She sounds amazing. A thick Scottish accent. Yeah, she sounds amazing. They had it so hard, y'all. My grandma, my one grandma, had my uncle in the 40s, and he was developmentally disabled in the 40s, and they advised her and my grandfather to put my uncle in an institution. And you couldn't understand much of what she said. That's hilarious, Lori. And sad, but I understand. I understand. Scottish is not easy to understand. Aren't they great memories? They are great memories. So they didn't put my uncle in a home. They raised him at home. And they loved Woody Guthrie. And they were activists. And my grandfather kept an acre large garden in the city, although it wasn't the city when they got it. Yes, it is so funny. Orion is in my lap. We'll see if I can get him to give y'all an appearance. So my grandfather planted this all in garden every year. And not a flower garden, a vegetable garden. And my grandmother pressure canned the entire garden. Okra, tomatoes, green beans, parsnips, jams, jellies, fruit, applesauce, you name it. Your close friend's dad was Scottish. He ordered a coffee at the Woolworths and she slapped him in the face. That is hilarious, Chica. That's hilarious. You grew up in the same, Susan says, I grew up in the same place as the wrestlers, the Von Erichs. The movie that came out last year was about them. I don't know what movie that is, Susan. At the Woolworths, that was a while ago. Exactly, Oregon Valley girl. The Woolworths hasn't been around for a while. Tomorrow you're making rhubarb and strawberry jam. I love rhubarb and strawberry. I need to figure out, Mama, do you know how do I make rhubarb happen on my house? In Minnesota where I grew up, and like Nebraska, every house they already have rhubarb. I don't know how to start rhubarb. Are they starts? Do you just plant them? What do you do? Do you have to do anything special? They've always just grown, but I need to have rhubarb in my house, and I don't know how to do it. Your ex-husband's aunt married The Rock's uncle. Wow, Lori. Is The Rock actually a good guy or is he an asshole? Showing your age, Chica. Me too. I love rhubarb. They are no longer together? Okay. The Iron Claw. Okay, Susan. The Iron Claw. I will take a screenshot because if I move too much, Orion will think I'm doing something and jump down. Oh, in the 80s. Okay. Back in the day when The Rock was a different person. That was a long time ago. That was a long time ago. Hi, are you going to make an appearance? Everybody would like it if you made an appearance. Yeah. Yeah, your audience is clamoring for you. Orion. Orion. There he is. Yes. Come here. Come here. You're going to get down because I said come here. Sorry about that, guys. He got back down. He got back down. Let's not pull the age at the corner joint right now. Not to pull. Okay, we're not going to pull. I think I know what my demographics are, and my demographics are right in line with my age. You don't know, unfortunately. You live in an apartment and can't grow it. The house you used to live in already had rhubarb. Exactly, Mama. It already had rhubarb. Yeah. You had no idea who he was? Wow, Lori. Hopefully Orion will be back in a minute. He's skittish around the cameras nowadays, you guys. We are over 2 hours. We have got to get to our third Minnesota goodbye, y'all. I am feeling much better than I was this morning. Orion, your public is clamoring for you. Come and see them. Come and see us. He's like, nope, you're going to clip my fingers. Come and see us. Will treats make a difference? Probably not. But we can try. Probably not. I'll hold them in my hand and ignore them. We'll make that the third Minnesota goodbye. Called the police on you once. Seriously. Why wouldn't he did he want all his rhubarb? Hi, come here. I don't know why you think I'm going to do something to you. Are you going to wait now? That's the best I can get now. He died alone and no one missed him for ages. Oh no, Chica. That's sad. That's sad. Yeah, Lori. Scottish is a Brit, grunty for a fine lady at the Woolworths. Exactly, Oregon Valley girl. Now he's thinking I might, nope, you're going to get down. Okay, you're going to get comfortable because I haven't made any set. Nope, you're going to get down. Down he goes, y'all. No such luck. He thinks I'm going to clip his toenails. Thinks I'm going to clip his toenails. So if you haven't all heard, I've said it before. I'm saying it again. The celebration reveals for when I get to memberships and merch is that everybody will get to see Scotch and that I will let my hair down. Now we're going to have to come up with a celebration for 1,000 members, and I have no idea what that one's going to be because I've committed to letting my hair down and Scotch for the first monetization. So, that said, guys, let's make this the fourth Minnesota goodbye. And unless you have something else to say, speak now or hold your peace until tomorrow. I'm working on closings, guys. What do you think? What do you think of the closings? How many Minnesota goodbyes do we want? And how long is too long for one goodbye? Oh, a room raid might be fun. Who's live? Ajax Extravaganza or Danny's Impact? Do you guys have a preference? Or me? There's not many. There's not many. It is a quiet day in SPTV land. This was a good time for me to come on. Ajax Extravaganza, Danny's Impact. Okay, let me get the link. Oh, I couldn't possibly pick between Danny's Impact and Ajax Extravaganza. Holiday weekend here? Really, Lori? I had no idea. Oh, is that Hollywood Aja? Love you all too. I'll race you over to Aja's place. Okay? See you guys later. Have a good one.